Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and thanks for joining me today for All About Aliens, answering your questions. And thanks for this coming in from the Saturday afternoon, or it's 12 o'clock for me here on the East Coast. I know it's early morning for everybody else along the U.S., but let me see who all's here. Hey, Debbie, Three Shifting Bells, all from Mexico. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Debbie G. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Akila. Thanks for being here today. Hey, Paul. Thanks for being here. And y'all can go ahead and put your questions in. Please, if you can, capitalize them so I can see them a little better. And as you know, if I don't get your question or I miss it, don't take it personally. I am just trying to do the best I can. Hey, Light Walker, thanks for being here today. Hey, Emmy J. Hey, Mary Laura. Hey, M. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Lacey. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Brenda Lee Lynch. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, coming in on Saturday. If you want, I'm going to be answering questions today. If you could go ahead and try to put them in capital letters so I can see them a little better. And again, if I don't get yours or I've missed it, it's not on purpose. Hey, RLC. Hey, Ginger Sky. Thanks for being here. And first thing I'm going to do is talk about just the basics. Hey, Patricia. Thanks for being here. And the basic is, what is a starseed? It came to my attention when I was on Val's channel on Wednesday that we have progressed together for so many years here that we have forgotten about our new people who come in. Hey, Hypnoticity. And they're coming in when we are at a different level, and that we're needing to go back and explain some things to them. Hey, Emily, it too. Hey, I got your, I started a few here, questions here. But anyway, first let me just talk about myself or who I am, because new people who are coming in don't even know who I am. And of course, my name is Dr. Gail. I come from a very scientific background or medical background. I am a nurse. I worked in the operating room, and my specialty was open heart surgery and neurosurgery. And then I went back to school and became a chiropractor and opened my own practice and opened it that in South Carolina. And I practiced chiropractic and did nursing like on weekends just to keep up my license. And until my father developed dementia, my mother had passed away, and my dad developed dementia and needed help. So I was in the position where I could retire and help him. And I helped him for like 8 years. He passed away in 2019, and then we went in and for COVID and 2020. When I started meditating, which I had never done before, the whole world had opened up for me. And that's when I was already a medium. So I was already connected to my dad at that time. And he was introducing me to all sorts of different extraterrestrials or aliens, whatever you want to call them. And it allowed me to keep on going. He made it comfortable for me to start meeting them and not be scared. And then it went on to where I started rescuing different ETs and aliens from these Area 51 type places. And then I went to working on the spaceships, and it has continued. But that's basically a quick rundown on me. But I'm going to, and my title is a Starseed Healer. That encompasses everything. I'm sorry about my throat. I still have this cold that I've been fighting. So I'm called a Starseed Healer, but it encompasses all sorts of things. I'm a medium, a psychic, I'm a channeler, I'm a healer. I'm a medical intuitive. So the list kind of keeps on and on, where it's hard to put into category what all I can do and the gifts that I have arrived from my working with the ETs. But first, here's the definition for our star seed. Star seeds, prior to this or other Earth incarnations, and that's prior to this incarnation on Earth, experience life elsewhere in the cosmos. Hey, Lacey Gray, I'm trying to star your question here. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Rossi. But the starseeds, they have a lifetime somewhere else besides Earth. And so some of the starseeds recall have activated their DNA. They recall things and their DNA is activated, so they can remember things. But all starseeds have an inkling, sensing, or knowing that their incarnation at some point originated somewhere else. They also know there is something's bigger going on than what's here on Earth. Hey, White Dragon, thanks for being here. And I'm going, looking at what you're saying, Debbie, there. I'm sitting in that area that I showed on my channel. I'm next to the water on rocks in that jungle area. I have a large iguana near me and a crow. Oh, wow. Great. All right, so starseeds are typically spiritual in nature and have healing energies. Some are very new souls on Earth, while others are very old souls that have experienced many contracted incarnations on Earth. Different starseeds will naturally resonate towards different aliens and galactic alliances. It is not uncommon for awakening starseeds to have dreams, memories of traveling ET crafts, or experiences of UFO encounters. Starseeds are here now to assist in the transitioning and activation of the collective consciousness on Earth. And so that is the definition of a starseed. And my job on Earth is I am a human hybrid, which I am. A human hybrid is a combination of a human and some kind of extraterrestrial. If you look human, they use that word human first. So I'm a human hybrid. If you looked Palladian and you're a hybrid, you would be called a Palladian hybrid. So this, whatever you look like is the name and hybrid behind it. So I am a human hybrid. And my other part is Arcturian. Now, because I'm human, I'm here on Earth, and I am the communicator. I'm the one that can communicate from our galactic beings, from our beings on Earth, from the inner Earth beings, our beings that live on Earth. So our inner Earth beings like the Lemurians, our insectoids that live inside Earth, and also like our elementals and things that live on Earth. I am the communicator where I can communicate between all of them. So that is my job that I'm here today on Earth to do. And there's a lot of us here that are doing the same thing. And there's a lot of you who are coming into that job. So thanks, White Dragon. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And again, y'all are doing a good job. It looks like putting your questions in capital letters. But anyway, so that's kind of a short story. My stories go on and on. I was very fortunate in the beginning when I started this journey that I had a partner that was doing rescue missions with me. And she taught me how to do energy work at that time. And that was validating for me that this was happening. I had her for a short time. My second person who I came in contact with was White Dragon, where we were collaborating on our big missions. So they sent me a second person, which was White Dragon at that time, to validate what we were doing. And so that has also helped me to not shrug off the activities that I've been doing and saying, oh gosh, that didn't happen. They have sent me somebody for validation in my life every time I've been doing something different. So you can thank everybody for White Dragon and for my other person that helped me, because I probably wouldn't be here if it hadn't been that I had those validations. So, okay. So, and I'm here to validate y'all's experiences. So that's kind of like payback so I can help y'all, because I was helped also. So let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get to some questions here. I think I've talked about enough about myself. And hopefully that helped some of the new people here understand who I am, maybe a little better. I'm not sure. I hope it did. Because I know when you look at my bio, it just keeps going on and on and on. They probably get tired of reading everything. But let me see. Paul, looks like you're up first. Hello, Dr. Gail. Yesterday, sitting outside with my laptop, I just happened to look up, saw a little black dot in the sky going fast. Did I see one of their ships fly by? Okay, well, let's see, Paul. That was a ship that flew. I'm pretty sure that was. Let me see. Was that a ship that flew by? Yes, it was. Your intuition is right on that. You knew that something was different about it, even though you might not have looked at it, or you probably justified that it was something else, but it was. You're right, Paul. That's exactly what you saw. So keep on looking at these things and getting used to how it feels, because it looks like to me you're able to tap into knowing what's right and what's wrong and what's going on. So there you go, Paul. Good job. Okay, so Suzanne looks like she's next. Can I have a message from my guys regarding my move? Thank you. Oh, you're moving. Oh, poor thing. I've moved so many times here recently. I feel for you, but I'm pretty lean now on moves. I don't have as much furniture and stuff to move now. So let me see, Suzanne, can I get a message from my guys regarding my move? What I'm seeing, Suzanne, is I'm seeing like from the moon. I'm seeing the moon and the beam going down towards you. And it's almost like no matter where you move, we're going to find you. And hey, Damaris, thanks for joining us today. But it's almost like that it has all these beams coming from this moon and one big light, sharp one coming down to you. And it's almost like it's hitting your top of your car, following you wherever you're going. So what I'm getting out of that, Suzanne, is it doesn't matter if you move, you don't move, or where you move. It looks like to me you're going to create whatever's good for you there, because they've got your back. That's what I'm getting. They got your back. They're going to follow you. Wherever you go, they are going to help you create someplace nice. And I'm going to verify that I'm getting this message right. Okay, is that the correct message for her? Yes, that's the correct message, Suzanne. So I think go wherever you want. If you want to move 100 times, move 100 times. You've got them. They're with you. They're going to create something special with you wherever you go. So they're almost saying you have free will, Suzanne, to go wherever you want to go. We got your back. So I need to ask that myself, because I have moved so many times and they have been with me and have helped me along the ways, but I didn't even think about asking that question. So good question, Suzanne, but you're good. Okay, let's see who's next. Looks like Lightwalker. Do my guys have a message for me? All right, Lightwalker, let me see what I get here for you. They're showing me you in a spaceship right now. And I don't know that you know that you're going into a spaceship at night. You're welcome, Suzanne. I don't know that you are going into a spaceship. Let me see. Is that true, Walker? Do you know that you're going in a spaceship at night? Let's see. Say yes. And it looks like you are going up. It looks like the grays that you're going up with. Are you here, Lightwalker? Did you know you were going up in spaceships at night, a spaceship at night with the grays? And you're functioning with them. No, you didn't. Okay. All right. So that's the message they're wanting me to give you. They wanted me to reveal that that's what's happening with you. You're working with the grays. You're going up looking like a human. So you're towering over all of them. I'm starting at the same time. So that's why when you hear me hesitating, it's like, oh, I see a question starting. So Lightwalker, what they're wanting me to reveal that to you, and they're wanting me to reveal that you're working with the grays. And as I said, you're a human when you go up to the spaceship, because you tower over everybody else. So they're like the 4-foot grays. They're smaller, and but it looks like it's such a familiar territory for you that you're very comfortable there. And this is also what they're showing me. It's like you're looking over their shoulders, almost like making sure they're doing the right thing. Like you might be a teacher. It's almost like you look over their shoulder and go, yep, you got that. That's right. And then right to the next person. You have a line of grays that are sitting there, either flying the spaceship or doing computer work. And there is definitely in the cockpit or the main place that you're in with them. And you're looking over their shoulder. And being like going, you got this. So let me make sure, are you actually an instructor? Let me see if you're an instructor. Yeah, you're an instructor. So you're going up there and helping them, and you have the knowledge that they're needing to do whatever you're doing. It would take a lot more to get into all those details about exactly what you're doing on that, but just know that you are going up into a spaceship, and I think that's the message that they're wanting to let you know to that is what's going on with you at night. So there you go, Lightwalker. Okay, let's see. Looks like Hypnosis next. I'd appreciate any guidance from my ET guides. Thank you. Hypnosis, I'm hearing relax, relax. I don't know what's going on with you, Hypnosis, but they're saying relax. You've got this. Okay, let me see a little bit more about that. So relax. I don't know what you're stressing over, Hypnosis, but it looks like it's something tedious that's not important. And I know this isn't true, but it's they're showing me like needlework, like you're doing some kind of needlework, and you're looking at the details on it and using a magnifying glass, looking at those details on this needlework where nobody's going to see these details because you're having to use a magnifying glass to see it. So whatever that you're working on, you're being over critical on what you're doing. So Hypnosis, is there something that you're working on, that you're looking at, that you're being overcritical? And it can be almost anything. This isn't just like they're just giving me the example like needlework. I don't know what you're, we've been in limbo with my husband's work injury. Well, this is something you're doing or looking at doing. Suzanne, thank you. She's overthinking. Thank you. That's the words I needed. Overthinking what you're doing, or maybe you're overthinking your husband's. I think this is you personally. I don't think this has anything to do with your husband. Let me see. Does this have anything to do with her husband's injury? No, this is all about you. This is all on you. So take that out of that whole picture, and maybe that's what you've got to quit looking at. That's what you got to quit looking at. Oh, that's what it is. Quit looking at that injury and move on with yourself on what you need to be doing. There you go, Hypnosis. And I'm sorry about your husband having an injury, but it looks like to me you are focusing too much. Yeah, Damaris is saying, Hypnosis, you're super empathetic. Protect yourself from letting all that energy in. That is part of it. But Hypnosis, I think you're focusing your whole life on this injury, whereas you need to be focusing on your own life, whatever you're wanting to do. You're taking that magnifying and looking at this issue and can't see around it. So try to get a broader look at that. I mean, I know it's traumatic what you're going through, but it almost looks like if you can back up, not using the magnifying glass, back up and take a wider look. It looks like to me there's going to be some answers there for you. I hope that helps, Hypnosis. And I know it's hard when you're going through something like that, but you just need to take a broader look at what everything's going on with you or what's going on with that. Okay. All right, Debbie, may I have a message from the being that see through my look, somebody who the being that looks through your eyes. Okay, got it. David, let me see what they've got. Yeah, you're welcome, Hypnosis. Debbie, I'm not getting really anything. I see the being looking through your eyes, but I'm not getting a message from that being. Let me see if there's somebody else who wants to step up. Oh, Debbie, is your father on this side, or has he passed? Because somebody just stepped up and said, I'm her father. I don't know who this is. Is your father on this side or the other side? Or so I can verify that before I go on with this person. I might have to just send him on. Is your father on the other side? Passed 3 years ago. Okay, so he's here. So he's the one that has a message. He's really demanding. Oh my gosh, I'm her father. So he's here. So let's see what the messages that he has. He y'all must have had a little bit of, I feel like a little ananos, not, I don't know how you say the word, ananos, y'all had some friction. How about that? Looks like to me y'all had some friction, and it looked like it was a friction of your future. Is that true, Debbie? That you had a little bit of friction about your future? What he's telling me is that you were right, and he's proud of you. He was Magna. Okay, Magna. Okay, all right. So that's where the friction came from. Okay, well, he's saying you're right. That and he's proud of you, but he's saying now that you're right. That's kind of validation for a lot of us, isn't it? For your dad to come forward like that and to say that. But anyway, he's kind of apologizing for his stance on things, but he's also it looks like to me it's a little bit of more of a career choice or choices in your future. He was also questioning, or maybe not super, especially him, like he wasn't very supportive. Anyway, he regrets not being supportive. He's seeing that you've made some wise choices. He's saying you're right. So anyway, that's where the message is coming from, is from him. And he's very close to you, Debbie. It's time for you to start connecting with him, because y'all can mend these fences very easily, because he's wanting to. He's showing me he has a hole in his heart because of those issues between the two of you, and he wants to mend his heart and yours. He wants to mend those things, and so y'all can both heal from it. Heal your heart. It's pretty special. So I hope that helps, Debbie, and please do try to connect with them. Okay, good. All right, thank you. All right, let's see. Isabel. May I have a message from Arin, my Arcturian God? Okay, Isabel, let me see what we get here. They're showing me you with blue spaghetti hair. I don't know what that's about. Why they're showing me? I mean, it's like your hair's coming out and looks like spaghetti, but it's blue. I'm thinking they're wanting you to connect to your Arcturian roots. Let me see if that's it. This is my takeaway from this little picture. You want me to connect to Arcturian? Okay. I don't know, Isabel, how much you've been diving into the Arcturians, but they're wanting you to connect more. I hear healing. I hear healing. They're saying healing. Are you doing any healing things right now, Isabel? Are you investigating, trying to become a healer, or are you a healer? Because this is something to do about connecting to the Arcturians. And this is huge. This is huge for you. This is not a little passerby, Isabel. You have in you the ability to do healing, and it's from your Arcturian roots. And they're wanting you to awaken that and start using your gifts. And it shows me, they're showing me to use your gifts around the people you're around. Like the people around you need that. They need your Arcturian energy, your Arcturian gifts. So they're wanting you to start looking more into that. I don't know if you've taken Reiki, Isabel, or any healing kind of course. Whatever your healing ability is, it's not going to be in these modalities that you're going to be able to take, but it will trigger you into opening up what's already there. You are a healer, Isabel? Okay. All right, good, because that's what they're wanting you to do. They're wanting you to tap into the Arcturian part of it. I don't know that you are, because it looks like to me there's something deeper, and it's opening and cracking open the Arcturian. Sorry. They're wanting me to activate you. Okay. All right. So let me pull out my activation card. So they're wanting me to activate it. Isabel. So I'm going to pull out from my cards here, an activation card. And this is from my sacred geometry activation. And generally consider this my Arcturian cards. And let me see what they want to do to activate. And they're saying 72 hours before the activation is complete. And there you go, communication. Communication is the card I pulled, which makes sense. That's a pretty card, isn't that? Look at that. And I'm reading the card and it says, the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different ways. So this is an activation for you to be able to communicate with them, Isabel. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. Okay, all right, so they're showing me, okay, what's going to help? This could be 72 hours for this to absorb, this activation to absorb, and how to help it. They're showing me some stones that they're wanting you to wear, and it looks like green and purple are stones like malachite and amethyst. Looks like the colors they're showing me, the stones that they're showing me for you to help with the activation or with the information coming in. But you've got some things to share from the Arcturians. And so there's some communication here, and you've got some healing that's going to be happening, or your abilities to heal. So that's pretty big, Isabel. Don't take this with a little grain of salt. This is huge. Okay, this is huge. Okay, all right, let's see who's next. All right, looks like Akila. I feel like something changed with me. What would my guides like me to know of this shift? Okay. I'd like to know that shift. I don't feel like there's any message for that. Oh, thanks, Kitty here. I don't feel like there's a message about exactly that, about the change, because they said you knew it was coming. But they're showing me step out. Like they're showing me stepping off the curb, stepping out. Make sure that's right. They're saying that. Hey, Nancy Ray, thanks for being here. Yeah, step out. Okay, Akila, what are you doing? They're wanting you to step out to, I don't know if it's to reveal yourself or to step out with what you're doing. Let me see about that. Is it, they're wanting you to just put forth an effort to step out from what you're doing. Oh, okay. What they're showing me, Akila, they just show me like you're like in a little cocoon, and you're like incubating in a cocoon, and that cocoon has just ripped off, and they're wanting you to step out with that. Okay, so it would take, Akila, it's going to take me more to get into that, which I don't have time to do that, but there's something about something new, and they're going to want you to step out. But it looks like to me you've been in a cocoon. Have you been kind of hiding in a cocoon, which I consider myself, I've been hiding in a closet, and now it's time to step out. It looks like to me you've got the confidence to do that now. Is that true, Akila? Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm on the right track here. Not really, but I'll take bigger steps. Thank you. Okay. Well, it'll take me a little bit more to get into that, Achilles, but if you can kind of meditate on it and try to figure out what that bigger step is, and find out what you're supposed, because this, whatever this is coming out of this cocoon and this change that has happened, they're showing me that it's going to give you more confidence to do what you need to do, and to show me to step off that curve and just do it. So they're showing me really concentrate and look at it for 6 weeks, trying to figure that out. Spend some time on your next adventure or your next step out. It's 6 weeks. It's going to take 6 weeks for you to figure this out. So really start concentrating on that, Akila. I'm sorry I couldn't get any more detail than that because I know that was kind of all over the place, and but it would take me too much energy to get deep into that. Lacey Gray, any info you can provide me about my galactic history origin or where I can start looking? Okay, so Lacey, you want to know where you're from? Okay, let's see. Lacey. Okay, well, first off, you got angels are showing up. Okay. And I'm getting that you're from the angel realm, or originally from the angel realm. Okay, so sometimes when they're showing me the angels, either it's the Andromedas or the Palladians. So let me see if I can get a little more into that. It's the Andromedans. So if somebody could spell that for her, Andromedan. You know how I am about spelling. If you could put that in the chat for Lacey so she can look at more information about that, I'd appreciate it. I know it starts with ANDRE something. That's as far as I'm going to get, Lacey, but somebody will put it in the chat for you on how to spell that. There you go. ANDROMEDAN. Thank you, Rossi. Thank you, Diane. Thanks for your help. Okay. All right. Let's see who's next. All right, Patricia, what you have here? Okay, Dr. Gail, would like to know what happened during my third upgrade. I thought I saw 2 Palladian grays right on your bed, at your bed. 2 Palladian grays right at my bed. Then to a spaceship with 2 beings at the table with my cat, Thomas. Images were so slight. Sounds like to me they were doing surgery. Okay, let me see if they were doing some surgery on you. Are they doing so? Yeah, they were doing some medical procedures on you. You got a new implant also, Patricia. I got a huge yes on that. So you got some upgrades, physical upgrades. You got a new implant, so they'll be connecting to you. They'll be able to connect to you easier. So you'll be getting information directly from them. And it looks like it was just a newer, a better, more efficient implant that you got, along with your upgrades in your body. But that's why it took so many, because it looks like to me, this was such a big step up. Like, they went up steps, taken 3 times, but it looks like that was the finale, and that's what was going on. So there was a lot they did to you to help your body accept all the new information and things that are coming in. I hope that answers your question. And your cat, it's very common. My dog Moon was always with me. So I think your cat, look out for your cat for being, my dog Moon started astral traveling with me at first. Then she turned out to be my pilot. Then she turned out to be a shapeshifter. Then it's all these things. So your cat's probably going to be that important also, Patricia. I don't know what the future is of that, but that's not uncommon for one of your pets to be very important in your life on this side and the other side. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. I've started a lot of questions, though. I'm going to hope to get to a good chunk of them. Hey, Jacqueline, do I have any? Oh, non-earthly connections. Jacqueline, hey. I'm going to immediately say yes. If you're not going kicking and screaming and yelling from this channel and going, there's a crazy woman talking, you definitely have connections. Now we're going to get down to who are your connections. So we've eliminated for sure that you've got connections. And I'm getting a multiple connections. But let me see what you have had many lifetimes, Jacqueline, on different planets. And let me get your original. Because you've had a lifetime, they're showing me a lifetime as a Lyra and a lifetime as a Gray. Lemurian. Okay, so I'm hearing Arcturians are your original. Yes, Arcturians, Jacqueline. Um, so you've had many lifetimes on many different planets and star systems, and have been all sorts of different types of beings. And so, but your original was Arcturian. So there you go, Jacqueline. Okay, okay. Oh, do you know how to spell Arcturian? Okay, Jacqueline. So everybody else help me out with that. Is ARCU is Arcturian. So, but anyway, Jacqueline, that's how you spell it. We consider them kind of like the blue people. There's three different types of them. There's the tall blues, short blues, and there's also green ones. So I've met three different types. I'm sure there's more. Thanks, Diane, for spelling that for me. And so there you go, Jacqueline. It's ARCTURIAN. Oh, you're spelling and math nerd, Jacqueline. Well, good for you. Oh, thanks, Rossi. She's spelling Arcturian for you also. I am a math nerd and a science nerd, a medical nerd. Spelling and English, not my thing. So, okay. All right, let me go to the next question. Hey, hey, Emily. Three galactic beings were at the foot of my bed holding a dog. Who were they, please? Oh, we're getting the pets in here today. Okay, who are the three galactic beings at the foot of the bed? Whenever, Emily, I'm going to ask you a little bit more questions about that. Were there, you're welcome, Jacqueline. Were there two short grays and a tall white, or did they all look the same? Like Walker, you found out yesterday from Sterling that that your star family's Arcturian. Oh, good for you. So Emily, so let me know if that was, did they all look the same, or were they two different types? All the same. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to verify that first, Emily, to see if they were all the same. No, they weren't. Sorry, Emily. No. Okay. Was it what I'm seeing? The two short grays and the tall white. Yes, it was two short grays and tall white. Whenever I see two short grays and a tall white, that means you're going up to a spaceship, and they're going to, and that's the tall white is like your doctor, and the two grays are the assistants, and the two grays are sent because they have an easier time coming down to this dimension and bringing you up to the spaceship than the tall whites, because they're higher dimensional beings. But your surgeon was the tall white, and the short grays assisted them. So you were going up and having a procedure, and a lot of it, the procedure was how you have acclimated to Earth. It looks like to me, Earth has been challenging for you. And so they were doing some medical procedures on you to help you adapt to your Earth, your time on Earth here. So that's what was going on, Emily, is that you're having some procedures done. So I'm always, now, whenever I see them at my foot of my bed, I'm excited. I'm like, yay, what are y'all going to do today? I know it's going to help improve something. Okay, let's see. Ginger Sky. Do I go somewhere in my dreams like missions? And what is the nature of these missions? Well, Ginger Sky, I can tell you about probably if you're going on missions or not, but getting into the nature of the missions, that's going to take a lot more than just being able to do that on a show. Okay. Yes, you are going on missions. And as I said, that's just going to take too much getting into details, too much energy that I don't have time to do on these shows like this. But since you now know that you are going on missions, you might be able to put the intentions of when you're going to sleep at night or whatever to try to put the intentions or meditation to see if they'll let you see what you're doing. But right now, all I can do is just verify that you are going on missions. Okay. All right. Hey, Gray. Hey, Dr. Gail. May I have some info about my ET associates or associations? I'm not sure. What about Gray? Exactly what are you wanting to know about your association with the your ETs? You're welcome, Ginger Sky. Is there something particular you're wanting to know about your association with them? That's a broad question, and if I don't ask the correct question, I don't get the correct answer. So I just need a little more direction on where to go. That's a little too broad, Grace. So can you give me a little more detail on what you're wanting me to ask? Gray, are you here? All right, I'm going to move on, Gray, because, and just go ahead and put in the chat a little more detail on what you meant by that. Hey, Teresa, greetings, Galactic family. So glad I could join. Oh, you're just making a statement. Thanks, Teresa. All right, Teresa will be on the show. I think it's next Wednesday, isn't it, Teresa? Talking about her ET, her experiences. Oh, Gray, you're wanting to get some healing. We'll be doing a healing show on next Saturday, a week from now. We'll be doing the Solaris Healing Center. Okay. Hey, Damaris. Dr. Gail, which one of my parents had an ET experience? I've heard it's generational. Thank you and much love to you. Okay, Damaris. Which one? I immediately see your mother. Let me see if that's true. I immediately see it's the mother. Let's see, Damaris. This is the mother. The mother, the grandmother. It looks like it's going on. They're showing me it's going on the X, and your family is going on the X chromosome. So it's generational women. I've never seen them show me that before, where it was just specifically a sex, on which sex it was. But in your family, it's generational on the X chromosome. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. But so there you go, Damaris. It's all the way down. It's not just your mother, it's your grandmother, your great grandmother, all the way down, all the women in your family. Okay, there you go, Teresa. This is Dr. Gail. I had a visit as a child with aliens, Grays. What happened? Do they still visit? Okay. Well, I'm sure if you had it as a child, they're still visiting because that means they're keeping up with you. Okay. Oh, Damaris, yes, especially your grandmother. Well, it's all the women. It goes down to all the women in your family. I wonder if they do that all the time. I mean, I've just never seen it where it's been specifically one sex, but you're the first Damaris that I've seen that. Okay, Teresa, I'm getting, yes, they are still visiting you. And what they're doing is they're monitoring you on, they're saying exposure to the environment. You're being monitored on how the Earth's environment is affecting you. That's what they're showing me right now, and that they have been monitoring you all your life. And they bring you up there occasionally and apparently take like specimens and things, and they're just curious to make sure you're okay. And it is a kind of a family loving thing to make sure you're okay to continue on Earth, because it looks like you have options if you want to continue tonight. We all do, but they're showing me that they bring you up occasionally just to make sure you're doing okay, because the Earth seems to be a little hard on you, being on Earth. It looks like to me it has some physical challenges for you. So the answer is yes, and that's what they're doing, Teresa. They're still visiting. I'm not sure, Gray, because I'm feeling they won't away and are back around me more. I'm guessing you said that they walked away from you and they're back around you. Well, uh, I don't think they ever walked away from you. Are you asking me which species, Gray? Or you? Because it's not just the extraterrestrials that are around you. Because I'm actually seeing some young guy in his 20s or 30s that's around you. I'm also seeing, now this looks like some kind of giant. Um, you're okay. That's okay, Gray. It's a bit confusing. The only thing, Gray, is I'm kind of pushing is just because if I don't ask the right question, I don't get the right answer. So part of my job as being a communicator is trying to figure out what they're telling me to tell you and what you're trying to say to ask them. So it can be lost in translation very quickly if I don't get the right information either way. So I have to be really careful on that. So, but what I'm seeing with you is they never went away, but it looks like to me they kind of rotate who's in helping you. And sometimes because there's some young guy, some 20 or 30-year-old guy that helps you. Let me see if he's your guy. Well, there's a giant one with you, and I'm thinking this might be a tall white, like a white that's taller than normal. Let me see if that's it. Yes, that is the tall white. He's taller than most tall whites I see, and even heavier. And usually I see the tall whites as kind of thin. This guy looks kind of like a giant, like he's heavy set, but he is part of the tall whites, he said. And I think that's where you're originally from, is from the tall whites. Yes, they are your family, the tall whites. And I'm not exactly sure which planet they're from. You'll probably have to look that up, Gray. Just look up the tall whites, find out where they're from. I'm not exactly sure where they're home. I probably need to look that up myself because I'm really not sure about the tall whites, where exactly they're from. But look them up and also look up giants. See what their background is, because I'm seeing the giants that have the blonde hair, blue eyes, and I've also seen the giants with the red hair, green eyes that are around you. So look at all that. I feel the galactic center to be active soon. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and look up the tall whites. That's where you're connected to, but also you have some connection to the giants. Okay. Let's see who's next. Looks like RLC. Any messages for me? Lately, it's hard to visualize, meditate, don't know why. Thank you. Okay, RLC. This is a very common thing, and I get this also myself. That whenever we're going through some big upgrades, they stand back. They just stand back and let it happen, because if they're bombarding you with more information, then it's hard for you to integrate the information that you're getting in. So they have not gone anywhere. You're just going through a big upgrade right now. Let me make sure that's true, that you're going through an upgrade. Yes, you're going through an upgrade. And what they're saying is they don't want to overstimulate you. They're needing you to rest and kind of let it settle in. It's not like go to bed rest. It's like metaphysically rest. So that's why they have stepped back and let this happen, RLC. And this is very common for everybody, for this to happen. Whenever you feel like they have stepped away, they really haven't. It's just that they're allowing an upgrade to settle in. What are you saying here, White Dragon? There is a huge opportunity for people who want to work on ships right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. Okay. So, RZ, should you meditate? Yeah, you should still meditate. You want to stay connected, and you need to calm your mind down and keep in the practice. It's just don't think that they're gone. They're just letting whatever information is in, and they're telling me meditation will help that integration of that information. So yes, keep on meditating. All right, one last question. Now let's see. Meeny, miny, mo here. I'm going to see if I'm going to go here to Nancy Ray. Hello, Dr. Gail. What is my mission in this incarnation on Earth? You previously told me that my origin was Arcturus. Well, Nancy Ray, it's hard to do your actual mission, like just talking to you here like this. It usually takes a lot more to get into your energy, to get those kind of things. And usually when somebody has an Arcturian connection, I always think of more, it's going to be a healer of some type. And sometimes the healing is from the voice that you have a message to give. And that's what I'm getting. I'm not sure how you're expressing yourself, Nancy Ray, or what you're saying, but your voice is healing. Are you doing something with it, Nancy Ray? Are you talking to people, singing? I'm not sure what this is, but it's saying that it's your voice. Your voice has something about your voice. Almost like your voice has healing properties. Nancy Ray, are you doing anything? Are you a singer, or are you leading a group? Is there something that you're using your voice with? Yeah, Ross, it could be light language. I'm not really getting light language on this. I'm getting more like a public speaker or a singer or something that, and it's probably, you have a hard time communicating. Oh, how interesting is that? And yet, that is what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe that's the obstacle you're supposed to overcome is, let me see if this is what you're supposed to get on this earth on. Well, Nancy Ray, I am very much of an introvert, and it was very hard for me. And they asked me to come on YouTube and start talking about my things that happened to me, and start being the communicator between them and Earth and everything else. And I'm like one of the most unlikely people that you would choose, because I am an introvert. I'm not one who's going to stand up in front of people. I am the one that was shaking in the boots giving book reports. But this is Nancy Ray, this is something you're going to be doing. And sometimes I think the reason why they chose me is because I am not a speaker. And sometimes my answers come in just one word, very quickly, one word to the punch. And there's so many people who are much better talkers and speakers than I am. And they are so fluent in their words. And it's so wonderful listening to them. But it takes them a while longer to get to the point. Whereas they give me one word and then boom, that's it. And sometimes I think that both are needed. So, Nancy Ray, there's something there to you or for you about communicating. It might be even writing, but there's something about that. But it would take a lot more really to get into that, Nancy Ray. And I'm sorry, it's hard to do that on the show and doing these quick reads. Hey, Jacqueline, you said I'm an extroverted introvert, which is annoying because I can be extroverted, but it comes at a great cost, takes days to recover. Yes, Jacqueline. Okay, well, at least you can be extroverted. But anyway, all right, everybody. Thanks for being here today. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all the questions. Thanks, moderators, for making this a safe place and helping me with the show. And my next show will be, I think it's Wednesday. I think it's Teresa that's going to be on the show. We're going to be listening to her ET experiences. So anyway, thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. All right. Bye-bye.